Good morning, everyone. This is Bremster, and today I'm coming to you with a puzzle by Riff Clown called The Cage. Um, this is a puzzle that's been sent to me, I think it's been sent to me twice, and the first time I I had a few other puzzles to do. I've also got a few other puzzles to do, but I thought it was time to do this puzzle because I just like the look of it. It's a puzzle that is based off the pilot of a very famous TV show, and it I can you can see why it is very appropriate for that TV show. Just looking in the grid, that is a very. Hang on a minute. What the heck is what 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 what?
This is Core Recruiter Bremster interrupting this recording from the future. We are sending out a distress signal looking for all great solvers. Several anomalies have been detected in space and time, causing reality as we know it to collapse. Numbers and physics aren't working the way they are supposed to, causing huge dilemmas. We need your assistance finding the coordinates of these anomalies. We need all solvers possible to attend our training program to see if you are capable of helping us in this issue. Please send help. We need your help now.
Well, what was that? A message from the future? And that sounded horrible. Numbers not working? I mean, if numbers don't work, how can we solve any puzzles? I mean, I'm probably okay because I'm recording in advance, so that actually hasn't happened yet. So I'm sure this puzzle is solvable by me, but you probably can't even solve this, not unless you go and deal with that other thing. In the message there were some other details that came through, some links and stuff where you could actually go and sign up to help. I'll put those in the description below so you can go and deal with that and then come back and try and deal with this puzzle. But right now, I can still solve this, I'm sure, because that hasn't happened yet. So where was I? Okay, so in yeah, this is wow. This is a very famous shape. I mean, we all recognize this, I'm sure. So let's try and do better than Pike did in the cage, and see what happens. So there's quite a few rules in this puzzle that we need to be aware of, one of which I'm going to forget because there's no visual clue in the grid. I really wish there was a way of representing it. So, okay, what have we got? We've got normal Sudoku rules, which at this point still work for me. In every box, in every row and in every column, the digits 1 to 9 must be placed without repetition. We have cells separated by a knight's move in chess cannot contain the same digit. Now, what does that mean? Well, if we were to look at this 3, normally we could say, well, the 3 can't repeat in the row, the 3 can't repeat in the column, and the 3 can't repeat in the box. But we can also say this cell, this cell, this cell, and this cell. If the 3 was a knight in chess, it could move 2 squares in one direction and then one in a different, or 1 square and then jump a diagonal. And all of those squares could be seen if this was a chess knight. These are the squares it could move to. So while normal Sudoku rules, you could place a 3 in those squares, you can't in this puzzle because those squares are seen by a chess knight's move. And this is true for every digit in the grid. So that's something we need to remember. The blue line is a lockout line, and the way lockout lines work, I still don't have a great way of describing these, is the digits at the end of the line must be at least 4 apart. And then the digits that are placed on the line must be outside the bounds of those 2 digits. So, for example, if this was, I'm going to use an example that is not valid. If this was a 3 and this was a 7, then all of the digits on the line would have to be from 1 to 8 and 9 because they have to be outside the bounds from the set by the diamonds. They can't be the same as the ones in the diamonds, and they can't be between the ones in the diamonds. And this is broken automatically because of the 3. We have killer cages. So digits that you place in the cages must sum to the value in the top left corner of the cage. Digits cannot repeat within a cage. We have thermos. So along these thermos, digits must strictly increase from the bulb to the tip. So this digit will be higher than this digit will be higher than this digit will be higher than this. And with this, for me at this time, this is still solvable. As of release of this video, who knows what numbers are doing for you? You may need to go and save the galaxy. But I'm not going to mention that again while solving this. Let's give this puzzle a shot. Well, the first thing that jumps out to me is this is a 6 cage. There is only one way to make 6 without repeating digits, and that is 1, 2, and 3. The next thing I want to look at, is it the lockout line or is it this 11 cage? So you can make 11 in different ways. Now, 2, 9 is not possible because I would have to go 2, 9, and then I couldn't put anything higher on the thermo. 3, 8 is not possible because then I would have to go 3, 8, 9, and that would be broken. I could potentially go 4, 7, and then this be 8, 9. I could go 5, 6, and this be 8, 9. And they're the only possibilities I think I can put into those cells. So that means this is 7, 8, and this is 8, 9. I think I do want to look at this lockout line because it can't, there's already a 3 on the line. So I cannot put a 1 or a 2 or a 3 on these. I also can't put a 5 on these. So if I was to not use a 4, then I would have to go 6, and I can't use a 1, a 2, a 3. If I'm not using a 4, I couldn't use a 5, and then I don't have another digit to put on it, because 6, 7, 8, 9, I'd have to put 6, 10, and that doesn't work. So I must use a 4, and once I've used a 4, then to be 4 different, it's 4, 5, 4, 8, or 9. So this is 4, 8, 9. So I've got a 4, 8, 9 triple. So this is a 4, 8, 9 triple in the box. This is a 7. This is a 6. In order to get to 11, it's 5 and 6. So these cells are all from 1, 2, 3, and 9. So these are 1, 2, 3, and 9, because 1, 2, 3, which are lower than 4, and if the other digit on this is an 8, these can be 9. If the other digit on this is 9, then these are all 1, 2, and 3. What are these cells? So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, and 5. Okay, this is not a 3. This is not a 3. This is not a 3. Hay fever time in Melbourne. Again. Okay. This 13 cage, if this is 9, these have to be 1 and 3. And I don't know that I can do that because 1, 2, I've got a 1, 2, 3. My mouse is playing up again. These are a 1, 2, 3, 9 triple. So the minimum I can put in there is 4. So if this is 9, this can't be 9 anymore. So this is a 1 or a 2. So the maximum I can make these is 7. Which means the minimum I can put in here is 6. So this is 6, 7, 8, or 9. It can't be 9 because I know 9 is up here. Actually, I know 9 is up here. So this is a 4, 8 pair because I have to put 9 on the line up here. So this is a 4, 8 pair. This is a 9. This is not a 9. 9 is in one of those two. Nine is in one of those two. I am going to put up my calculator because I can. So 13 in 3 has lots of options. Now, 139 is not possible because we can't put a 9 in the cage. 148 is not possible because we can't put a 4 in the cage. 157 does still seem to be possible. I can't use 346 because I need to use a 1 or a 2. 238. Yep. 247. No, because I can't use a 4 in the cage. 256 maybe. So yeah, this is 6, 7, or 8. And this... So 157 would be 157. 238 would be 238. And 256 would be 256. So I need a 3 or a 5 and it can only go there. I cannot make that the 1 or a 2. This is the 3 or the 5. I'm going to pause the video because the hay fever is really playing up with me. So just give me a moment. Okay, I cannot stress how much I hate it when the pollen count is high. Anyway, so what am I looking at next? Is it this 11 cage? So... what are the options for an 11 cage? They're actually quite limited. So I can't use a 3, so that eliminates a couple of options. So I must use a 1 or a 2. Now if I use 1, 2, 8, so there is a virtual 1, 2 pair in this box. If I use 1, 2, 8, it's kind of open. 1, 4, 6. It's kind of open. 2, 4, 5 would put the 5 there and the 2, 4 there. Don't see a problem there. So there's lots of options. There must be a... oh, Knight's Move. That can't be a 3. That can't be a 3. That's a 5. So once that's a 5... oh, more importantly, that can't be a 7. So I've got a 5 without a 7. So this is a 2 because I can't use 1, 5, 7. So 2 and 5 sum to 7. So this needs to be a 6. There is no 2 in any of these. This is the 2. This is not a 2. This is not a 2. So this is a 139. This is a 2. This is not a 2. So this is a 1 or a 9. This is not a 2. This is not a 2. This is a 139. Okay, so there's all sorts of stuff going on now. I have to remember the Knight's Move. There's no 2 in there. There's no 5 in there. This is a 1, 3. 6, 6. 6 must be on this thermo. Knight's Move did a lot there. So now this 11 cage can't have a 2 in it either. So this is 1, 4, and 6. So 1, 4, and 6. But there must be a 4 in here. So we actually know what these are. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. So those are 4, 7, and 8. So there's no 4 there. So there's a 4 here, and there is a 4 down here. So this is a quadruple. 1, 2, 3, 4. I know I'll remove the 4 on the right. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So there's no 4 here. So this is a 7, 8, 9. 9 is in one of those two. So that cannot be a 9. So this is 4, 7, 8 in a different 11 cage. So if I look at the options for an 11 cage that must use 4, 7, or 8, oh, there's lots of them. The only thing removed is 2, 3, 6. But 2 has to go in one of those two because of the 2's pointing into the box and the fact that that can't be a 2 because of the knight's move. Oh, hay fever is back. I'm going to try and push through. 1, 6. So these are 1, 3, which leaves this wide open because whichever one is the 1. Well, this is not a 7. So 7 is in one of those two. So this is a quad. What is in this quad? 1, 3, 4, and 8. Well, I can't put 1 or 3 there because if I put 1 or 3 there, I couldn't put 1 and 3 in either of. So if this is a 1, both of those would have to be 3. So this is a 4, 8, so I can take the 4, 8 out of those. This becomes a 1, 3 pair. I think that's correct. Maybe numbers are starting to fail for me as well. These two cells have to be 1 and 3. My mouse is playing up. So there's been an OS update on my computer and it's caused my mouse to start failing. And I've tried like 4 different mice and they're all doing the same thing. If this is a 1, that can't be a 1. If that is a 1, that can't be a 1 because of knight's move. If this is a 3, that can't be a 3. If this is a 3, that can't be a 3 by knight's move. But these have to be 1, 3. This becomes the 9. This is not the 9. This is not the 9. This is the 9. Well, I'm going to keep looking at the grid while I wipe my nose. So, do I want to start colouring ones and stuff? I'm not sure. None of these see far enough. Like I can't put 1 or 3 in there, but this is already a 4, 8. Two is over here, 3, 4. I need to put a 5 in here, but that's okay. 6 is okay. Well, I can't put 6 there, but I can in all of those. So what can this be? Can't be 1, can't be 2, can't be 3, can't be 4. Can be 5, can't be 6, can't be 7, can't be 8, can be 9. So that's a 5 or a 9. This is actually 5, 7, or 8. So there's a 1, 3 pair. I have to put, right, where do I put 2 in this column? I have to put 2 in this column on this thermo, and if I make this a 3, I can't put 2 anywhere. That is a 2, that is a 1, that is a 3. That being a 1 makes that the 3, which makes that the 1, which makes that the 3. This is not a 3. This is now anything between 4 and 8, which is actually limited because 4 can't be 5, 6, 7, and 8. So I need to put 6 in here. I need to put 5 in here. But and the other one is going to be from 4, 7, 8. So it's either going to go 4, 5, 6 or it's going to go 5, 6, and then either 7 or 8. So this has to be 5 or 6 either way. Are any of those knocked out by Knight's move? Not that I can see. That is, though, that's a 9. Which means that's a 1, which means that's a 9. Which means that's a 5, which means that's not a 5. That means that is not a 9. 9 is over here. This is 1, 2, 6 without that one being a 1. These are 3, 4, 7, and 8. That can't be 3. That can't be 3. There's some weird stuff going on here. So could this still be 1, 2, 8? I think I could still go 1, 2, 8. 1, 3, 7 would be 7 here. 1 can't be 1, 3, 7 because I could have to put 7 there, 1, 3, and I'd have to put 1 there and 3 there, and I can't do it. So 1, 3, 7 is not possible. 1, 4, 6. This would be 4. These would be 1, 6. And I don't see why not. 2, 4, 5. This would be 4. This would be 2. This would be 5. And I don't see a problem with that. I am missing fundamental stuff. One is in one of those two. And it's not there because of Knight's move. That is a 1. Which means 1 is not there, 1 is not there. That still leaves all of this wide open. 2 is not there, or there, or there. 2 is in this 11 cage. So what I want to do is I want to bring up yet another 11 cage. And I want to say, okay, what are the options that force a 2? So 1, 2, 8 is possible. 2, 3, 6 probably, and 2, 4, 5. Well, the 5 would go there and this would be 2, 4. But it is worth knowing that there must be a 2 in this cage. Cages everywhere. How appropriate. Such an enterprising set. 2, 3, 6, and 9. So these are 2, 3, 6, and 9. This one can't be 9 or 2. This one can't be 3 or 6. Or 9. That's a 2. So that's a hidden 2. This one can't be 3. Normally better at... 9 is looking at that cell. I'm normally better at Knight move than this. So 9 now must be down here. It must be in one of those two, and I can't put it in an 11 cage. That is a 9. That forces 9 into one of those 3. It's not there. It forces 9 into one of those 2. 9 is now in one of those 2, but I've had that for a while. I think that's all of the 9s except for these, which don't see any other 9s. 2, 2. So 2 is in one of those two, which means that is not the 2 because of knight's move. So 2 is down here. So this is a 2-9 pair now.
Please send help. Please send help. Please send help.
Oh, go away, would you? We've got the message. Focusing on this. Anyway, so this 11 cage, 236 or 245. 5 there. No, can't put 5 in this at all because of that 5. So this is 236. And we can't put 2 there. That's even nicer. Can't put 1 in there, and I can't put 1 in an 11 cage. That's 1 must go into one of those two cells, which makes that the 3 and that the 1. That puts 1 now right there, which means that is not the 1. One is in one of those two. 236. This has to be more restricted now than I thought. So what are these 4 digits? They're not 1, 2, 3. They're 4, 5, 7, and 8. Well, that's not a 5. This is a 4, 5, 7, 8 quadruple. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is a 6. So this is a 3. This is not a 3. In this row now, this is the only place for a 3. Which means 3 has to go in one of those two cells. 3 is in the 11 cage. 3 with the 11 cage goes with the 8. That knocks 3 out of all of those. So that becomes the 3. This is not an 8 anymore. These are 4, 5, and... Yeah, this isn't a 6 anymore. But I had to put 6 in here somewhere. But I can't put it lower. If I put a 6 there, that would have to be a 5, and that doesn't work. This is the 6. And I had to put a 5 in here, so this is the 5. And this is now... Yeah. So these are 4, 5, and 7, and I can't put 4 or 5 there. That's the 7. This is a 4 or a 5. Starting to find stuff. Now 4 and 5 have to go here. This digit is this digit, so this is not a 4. This is not 7. What I should have taken that out before. So what are these for? They are... Oh, no, these are 5. Is there anything else forced in here? 1, 2, 3, and 9 are all in here already. This is a 4, 8 pair, 4, 7, 8. There's no 7 there anymore. So that's a 4, 8 pair. So that's the 7, which takes the 7 out of there, which I had already. There is no 4, 8 in here. This is a 5, 7. These are 2, 4, 7, and 8. But that seems to be fairly open. Where does... Oh no, 6 goes in one of those two. This is not a 5 because of that 5. Actually, this is a 5-7 pair, isn't it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, this is 5 or 7. Which is not as restricted as I would like. I am missing 9. 3 takes 3 out of there, so this becomes a 6-9 pair. That 3 could have done the same job. But I had to pay attention. Is it 1s? I don't think it is, because 1s are limited to those spots, none of which are seen by existing 1s. Oh, Knight's move. 5, that's a 4. That's a 5. That's a 7. That's an 8. That's a 4. That 4 makes that an 8 and that a 4, which makes that an 8 and that a 4, which makes that an 8 and that a 4. That takes 8 out of there. That's 7? No. There's no 8 there, though, because of that 8. Wow, these did not see as much as I would hope. Oh, that 7 makes that a 5. So this is now a triple, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. There's no 1 here. There's no 7 here. That is a 6. That becomes a 1-7 pair. This is now just a straight pair. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 go in there. That 7 sees one of them. That's the 8. That is the 7. The 7 makes that a 4. That now is an 8. Now I'm going to do this first. 7, 8. There's no 7 there. There's no 8 here. So I've got 4, 7, which makes that the 8. But this is probably fixed now because I need 3 in this cage to go with the 8. So I can't put a 6 in it. This is a 1, 2. And there's a 2 in the row. So that's the 1, that's the 2, that's the 6. All that's missing from this box now seems to be a 5. There is no 1 here anymore. So that's the 1. That 1 looks down, making that the 7 and that the 1. The 7 looks up, making that the 4. I jump all the way across and make that the 7. The 2 looks down, making that the 9 and that the 2. The 9 looks up, making that the 6 and that the 9. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I've got a 5 all the way up that top of that column, so that's resolved. This is now just falling apart. 2 and 4 there, and that 4 is looking right there. That is 2, that is 4, that is 6, that is 2, and that is 4, and that is 6, and that looks good to me as well. Numbers have not yet failed, though from the warnings we're getting, they may have by the time you see this puzzle. So yeah, jump over to where my Patreon is. There is a post linked directly beneath this or in the description of this video directly to the free post. You do not need to be a Patreon supporter of mine, where you can grab the Save the Galaxy puzzle adventure. 9 connected puzzles with a story. Please enjoy it. We've put a lot of work into it. Thank you very much for watching, and all I can say is very good luck with your solving. I hope you enjoy what we've put together for you. Thank you, everyone.